Hey guys, it's your homeboy, the one only Great Dane. So today I'm trying something new and interesting. So I found this visual novel from September 11th in 2006, which is commemorating the actual 9/11 bombing. So since I wasn't born when this happened, I don't have any really personal beef with it, but I figured I'd try something on it, and this is the readme text for a game called Broken Hearted. So, Broken Hearted 9/11 story is a tribute to those lost on that day and to their families and friends. The visual novel is a look back on the chaos of that day and how it has affected the survivors for 6 months afterwards. While Nathan Levy's story is fictional, the experiences that he had during this period were shared by people across the globe. For those of us who were alive on 9/11, we all share a bit of that story. So according to this, I should just be able to run the game by clicking on this. You can tell the game is old because it doesn't even take up the full screen. Okay, there we go. I don't know what joystick does. Let me just not do that. Auto forward time. Skip scene. Yeah, that all seems good. This is a visual novel. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons living or dead is purely coincidental. While the work is based on the events of 9/11, actual scenes and incidents are the product of the author's imagination. Interesting. So I don't know if I have to click any buttons or if it just loads automatically. So, oh, okay. Okay, so that's like the menu button. Okay. What is this music? I walk into the office of Wiseman and Associates. Morning, Artie. Hey, Nat. You're chipper this morning. Yeah, had a nice weekend with Heather. Glad to hear it, Bachelor. I chuckle and sit at my desk, ready to start a new work week. My name's Nathan Levy, 23 years old. I'm a junior analyst at Wiseman and Associates, a stock research boutique. Basically, we issue weekly newsletters covering 100 stocks listed on NASDAQ, primarily in the tech sector. Our clients are institutional investors like hedge funds and public pension funds. Wiseman and Associates is a tiny three-man firm. We share a floor with other firms in North Tower at the World Trade Center. If you told me when I was a kid that someday I'll be working at the World Trade Center, I'd call you a liar. The firm is headed by Arthur Wiseman, a 15-year Wall Street veteran who had the itch to start his own company. He's 39 years old and married. We call him Artie at his request. The third man is my childhood friend, Frank Lee. I've known him for like forever, since elementary. He goes by Hot Dog. Kids call him that because Frank means Frankfurter, which means hot dog. Yeah, the logic is kinda screwy, but hey, we were elementary school kids, like we knew any better. I'm really grateful to Hot Dog. He's the one who got me the summer internship with the firm after my junior year at Baruch College. I think my lucky start is to be in this company because Artie and Hot Dog are wonderful people, and we're like family. Oops, enough talk about my employer, time to start working. Okay, the fax machine keeps jamming, and when it's working it keeps being at spam, and this telemarketer with a weird accent kept calling. I have no clue what he's trying to sell. I check my watch, 3 p.m, time to confirm my reservation. I dial the restaurant. Windows. Hi, I'd like to confirm my dinner reservation for this Friday. One moment, please. I wait. Your face. So you're finally ready to give up your bachelorette, I see. I'm too embarrassed to respond. Here's my advice. Don't screw it up. A frown slowly forms on my face. I'm only kidding. No, well, let me know how it goes. We're all standing behind you. Artie slaps me on the left shoulder to emphasize his support. No more wisecracks about this. Please, I'm nervous as it is right now. Hot dog suddenly appears from behind Artie. He certainly looks like a hot dog with that red ketchup shirt in. When the hell did he show up? Christ, he's going to flap to the rest of the gang. No wisecracks, we promise. Scout's honor. We won't talk about it till after dinner on Friday. Hot dog winks at me with his right eye and offers me a thumbs up. Hot dog drags Artie away from my desk and allows me to resume work. You see what kind of shirt is that? I finally made my way up the 4 flights of stairs. Huff, poof, huff. With the last huff, I take out my keys to open the door to my apartment. As I enter, I'm struck by a nice aroma. I take in the smell and try to register the aroma with the smell of foods in my brain. Chicken stew. Heather comes out of the kitchen and quickly walks up to me. With a mischievous smile and twinkle in her eye, she grabs me by the neck and pulls my head down. Schmoocha. I gasp for air as Heather speaks, acting like nothing happened. What took you so long, Nat? You're supposed to help me prepare the carrots and potatoes for the chicken stew. Sorry, hon. Need to finish up some FOIA request at work. FOIA is the Freedom of Information Act. Got that? Heather raises her right eyebrow and bats her eye. Gosh, what long, beautiful eyelashes. I mean, it kind of look like they're sticking a little too far out, but whatever. Oops, no time to think about that right now. I'm in hot water. Okay, I believe you. You didn't have any alcohol in your breath when I kissed you. So you couldn't have been out drinking with the boys at the pub. And here I thought you kissed me because you missed me. I make an exaggerated sad face. Heather punches my right bicep in response. Ziff. Oh, the stew. Heather runs back to the kitchen. Ouch, I hope our dinner's not burned. This is almost like playing Undertale with the music. Heather looks at me angrily. God has nothing to do with burnt stew. It was your fault for coming home late. I'm sorry, sweetie. It couldn't be helped. Heather's face softens in response. Yes, I know. So, Mr. Levy, how are you going to make up for the burnt stew? Why is it my job to make up? I grin and watch her. Heather tilts her head slightly, puzzlement clearly written on her face. We stare at each other. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. 34 seconds pass. Heather finally gives in. Geez, okay, Nat, what's on your mind? My grin widens. Heather cocks a fist ready to unload another punch. Heather's machine gun punches. I quickly throw up my hands. Whoa, I'm only teasing you, sweetie. Taking you to Windows this Friday. I confirmed our reservation this afternoon. It'll be at 6 p.m. Heather smiles in response and starts cleaning up our dinner table. I put the dishes in the dishwater. So what do you want to watch tonight? I'm going to skip the movie. I'd like to finish up a romance novel I'm reading right now. I chuckle. Okay, I'll watch a porno movie then. Heather playfully smacks me on the head. You don't have any, dear. I sulk and sigh. Nothing gets by you. Heather grins in reply. Why would you want to watch porn when you have me? Heather pulls me by the arm, heading straight for our bedroom. Oh my. What time is it anyway? I slowly open my eyes and lazily fumble for my alarm clock. Oh, okay, we're skipping in the morning. That's good, I guess. It reads 7:05. Oh good, another half hour before I leave for work. Plenty of time for breakfast. Hoping I wouldn't get demonetized by a steamy scene. I turn on the gas to boil hot water for coffee. I turn on the computer to check the weather on the internet. While computer boots, I use the bathroom. Man, I'm sore last night with Heather. It was wild. Where did she get all that energy anyway? I hear the pot whistle and hurry to turn off the gas. I make coffee light and sweet, and roast the toast and eggs on a plate left on the table. A nearby post-it note says, "That's breakfast." I take the plate and coffee to my desk. I sit down and check the computer. Uh-oh, why does it say 25 a.m.? Oh shit, I'm late for work. I look at my alarm clock. Clock stopped, the battery's dead. I didn't have to wake me up, jeez. I pull up my boss's number on my cell phone and make the call. After 2 rings, the other party picks up. "Hi Artie, it's Nat. I'm running really late this morning. I should be at the office within an hour, so I'm sorry, sir." I turn off the cell phone and sigh. Artie will rib me about being late. I sigh again. I hastily put on my work clothes. I check myself in the mirror and make sure my tie isn't crooked. I take 2 big gulps of coffee and leave the rest of it on the table. The plate remains untouched. I guess this is my breakfast. I hurry out the door of my apartment and unlock it. Unfortunately, I'm in a 4th floor walk-up and I can't run down the stairs. I manage the best I can to get out of my building ASAP and head to the Union Square subway station. This music is savage, guys. I'm standing in the line right now at the Union Square subway station waiting to buy a Metro card. This is my luck. My monthly unlimited just expired. And so here we are, waiting to buy a Metro card. God, my J just keeps getting better and better. Come on, lady, will you hurry up? It's not like there's 5 paragraphs to read on the screen. The Metro card buying process is really simple. Choosing your language, choose the type of card length, method of payment, insert payment, and get the card. And press no to getting a receipt. God, I don't understand. It's a tourist using these machines for the very first time. But during rush hour, you gotta be a New Yorker headed to work, and therefore accustomed to buying a card. Watch the lady plod away from the machine. Finally, make purchase for a 30-day unlimited card and pay with cash. Hurry down the stairs to the platform for the downtown 4, 5, and 6 trains. I check my watch. It's 8:46 already. Jesus, Artie will really have a field day with me when I come into the office. Oh good, the train's here. I hop on the 6th train to Brooklyn Bridge. Hopefully I can get to the office by 9 a.m. Keep your fingers crossed now. I hate rush hour. I hate rush hour. I absolutely hate rush hour. The train isn't moving. Right now we're sitting in the Canal Street station. The sound system on the train isn't working properly. I can make out the gibberish the conductor is saying. The MTA, going your way, not. I see an MTA employee enter our subway car. The 6th line has been shut down. There is no subway service at this time. You must leave the train and exit the station. What? You got kidding me? I walk up to the MTA employee. What's going on? Why are we evacuating? I don't know. There's something bad going on further downtown. You're told to order a full evacuation of the subway train. Okay. I obey the directive, follow the herd, and leave the Canal Street station. As it's happening, I really need to install more exits at this station. But then again, this is Chinatown. There's little room in this right now. Where will they create more exits? Do I smell something burning? I frantically look around and see piles and piles of smoke coming from the direction of the World Trade Center. Alarmed, I start walking along the center street towards City Hall. All around me is chaos, the sirens are blaring, and the police officers have taken over the streets. I see a small crowd gathering around a hot dog vendor. They're all listening to the radio. Smoke is coming out of the World Trade Center after a plane hit it. The World Trade Center is burning? My heart starts pounding. They say, which tower got hit? Both got hit. Oh, that's a woman. Both got hit. What? My reaction exactly. Apparently one plane hit the North Tower, and then the second one hit the South Tower. Separate planes, separate times. Too much to be a coincidence, you know? My heart pounds. faster. Oh my god. My company and Heather are in the North Tower, yelling a phone number. I try to call Heather on my cell phone. Beep, 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 beep. I cancel the call in frustration. Damn, I gotta get through. I can't get through. This is an emergency. Our cell phone's supposed to be there for you to use in an emergency. Try to make a call on my cell phone again. Beep, 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 beep. I abruptly end the call. Damn. I'm currently at City Hall Park. The police have taken over the area. I decided to circle around the park on the Chambers Street side. Maybe I can get closer along Church Street. I'm currently on Church Street. Ambulances and fire trucks and police crews are filled up the streets. I see behind the police barricades, firefighters entering the towers to rescue trapped workers. Despite the heavy smoke, I stay glued to my spot on the sidewalk. My gaze is fixed upon the North Tower, where Heather and my coworkers have left safely, I hope. Watching horror as office workers jump to their death, and I silently pray for their souls. Even though my world is turning upside down, I find myself remaining calm and collected. For a brief moment, I wonder why. Rumble. I hear a loud rumbling sound. Sounds like an earthquake, yet the ground remains firm. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice movement. I turn my head and see an impossible sight. The South Tower is collapsing. In a heartbeat, my astonishment turns to horror as the tower vaporizes into a chokingly thick cloud. As the deadly cloud explodes towards me, my precarious position finally registers in my brain. I run for my life. Other onlookers standing beside me also recognize the danger and run with me. No matter how hard I try, my legs cannot outrun the cloud. God's hands. Still keeping my eyes shut, on my left shoulder covering my nose and mouth, I struggle forward. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, onward. I'm trying my best to keep myself calm. All you have to do is move forward now. And you'll soon see daylight again. Dirt. Stop it. Ash. Stop it. Pulverized concrete. Stop it! Made alive. Stop it! I try my best not to think about the South Tower's implosion. What happened to people trapped inside? I'm failing miserably. Don't give up, Nat. Dad? I heard Dad's voice. Can't be. He died when I was 6 years old. He taught me how to play basketball. Whenever I hit the floor hard, he always yelled out, "Don't give up, Nat." I won't give up, Dad. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. 4 steps. After what seems like an eternity, I no longer feel the wind hitting my body. I crack my eyelids open slightly, and sunlight shines into my eyes. I'm out! I'm covered from head to toe in a gray, powdery ash. I start wiping my face and patting my head. All around me are dazed and shell-shocked New Yorkers. We look at each other with an incredulous and horrified expression. The World Trade Center has collapsed. Now for a silent prayer for those trapped in the South Tower. Beep, beep, beep. I'm ready to throw the phone on the ground now. But what if someone tries to call me later? Shake off my frustration, look back in the direction of the World Trade Center. What I'm seeing scares the hell out of me. Everything is covered in sickening gray ash. Apocalypse has arrived in the Big Apple. Survivors on the street. Yes, we're now survivors. All are looking back at the World Trade Center. Some are crying, others are heading back in that direction. But now that I decide to head back, maybe I can help rescue trapped office workers. At least the North Tower is still standing, thank God. As I get closer to the site, I find myself stopped by a gathering of the men in blue. The police department is preventing civilians from entering the area. The officer notices me and orders me to leave. I obey and turn around. I dial my cell phone again, no luck. I might as well go home and celebrate Heather's return. I head back to the subway station, see a red string across the entrance. Yet subway service has not resumed. Head back to the streets and walk northward home. Puff, puff, puff. Ooh, huff, huff. Take a deep breath and exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. I'm reminded of the scene in Karate Kid where Mr. Miyagi teaches the young kid breathing techniques. Up, down, in, out. situation at the office. A plane crashed into our north tower and we're trapped. We can't get downstairs and it's so hot here on my floor. I'm going to head up to the roof with coworkers and pray that we'll be rescued by helicopter. I know you're late for work this morning and I pray that you're not in the office right now. I hear Heather crying. I'm sorry, Nat. I saw the ring you were hiding. I know you're probably going to propose to me on Friday. I would have said yes. Be the happiest girl in the world. I hope I'll see you again. If not, it's God's will. Know that I love you. I have to go now. Beep. My legs suddenly lose strength and I drop down to the floor. My heart is crushed and my body is shaking. I start crying. Heather. Heather, make it out of the North Tower. Look at the clock, it's now 3:44 p.m. If she gets out alive, she'll come back home. So I have to do something special to welcome her home. That's it. At dinner special. I bounce up from the floor and check out the fridge. What optimism. Good thing we bought a lot of groceries this weekend. Still have a lot of carrots and potatoes. The lettuce looks fresh too. Juicy tomatoes. Yes, I pump a fist in the air. I open the freezer. Nice, we got pork chops. So today's dinner is salad and pork chops. I open the cabinet. Great, we still got some bubbly. Candles too, don't forget the candles. I roll up my sleeves and start cooking. Fantastic, the pork chop looks juicy and the salad actually looks edible. I prepare the table. I set dinner on the table and put a big bowl or the chops to keep them warm. I set the plates and utensils. I set the wine glasses. Finally, I light up 2 long-scented candles. Soon, a nice aroma fills the apartment. It's almost 5 p.m. I hope Heather returns soon. I've been waiting for an hour. I guess I'll have to heat up the pork chops. I've got cell phone calls from friends checking to see if I'm alright. I tell them I'm still waiting for Heather to return. Elizabeth, Artie's wife, called just a moment ago. He hasn't returned yet. Then again, Artie lives in Riverdale, way up in North Bronx. It's a middle to upper class neighborhood with a large Jewish community. A nice commute to work on the Metro North train to Grand Central. I replace the scented candles. I try calling Hot Dog at home. The answering machine picks up. Yo, Hot Dog, this is Nat. Give me a call to let me know you're okay, alright? Ciao. I sigh as I put down the phone. Glance at the time, it's 6:30 p.m. Hot Dog should be home by now. I'm starting to worry. I imagine he wouldn't be on his regular work schedule if the entire building came down. The dinner has long gone cold and the champagne is warm. I check the news on my computer. I immediately regret it. NYPD was unable to mount even a single helicopter rescue. The smoke was too intense for rescuers to land on the roof. They didn't have the equipment to attempt airborne rescues. People on rooftops either jumped to their deaths or went down with the collapsing towers. Heather was in the North Tower and I was heading towards the roof. This realization my fading hope is finally snuffed out. I suddenly feel nauseated and wobbly. I sit down in a corner on the floor and pull my knees against my face, cry myself to sleep. Heather, please take the empty seat in the back. Heather dutifully heads to the back and sits in the empty chair. She ignores the whispers and stares from her new classmates. As I watch her walk past me, I think to myself, man, what a weird kid. Everyone is shocked to see a new transfer student to our 6th grade class in March. It's only 3 months until we graduate and move on to intermediate school. Also, we're actually pretty tight as a class. It's just awkward to see a total stranger barge into our team so late in the game. I have to admit that Heather piqued my curiosity. I mean, she's actually cute with her short but curly brown hair, brown eyes and rosy cheeks. Don't forget about the juicy lips. God, get a hold of yourself, man. But the way Heather dresses in those ripped jeans and shirt, I hate to say it, but I think Heather is a major tomboy. What a pity. Can't wait till class is over. I guess we're out of time. Remember, answer the questions on page 56 and turn it in tomorrow. Class dismissed. Soon start packing their textbooks and notebooks away. Some start talking to Heather. Hi, where are you from? Why are you transferring so late in this term? Where do you live? Heather looks around with bewilderment and annoyance. She does not answer any question. I quickly walk over to the mob of students. Guys, give her some space. School's over. Plenty of time to talk to her. Excuse me? Heather gets up and leaves the classroom. Not friendly, is she? I turn and look at Lick. Of course, as the kid on a lollipop, I see that Lick has a quizzical expression on his face. Lick's real name is Tom McCaffrey. He's my best pal and a wisecracker. His mouth always gets me in trouble. Why is Tom's nickname Lick, you ask? Because he has a really poor manners at the table. There licks his plate clean with his overgrown tongue. I would have figured it would have been the lollipop. Ew, just the thought of his yucky tongue is making me nauseated. The best way to deal with it is to ignore Tom and look the other way. Heck, that's how I deal with his stupid wisecracks too. Time to go home. Morning. On my way to school. I got up early this morning and I need to run and rush to get to school on time. Is that the new girl? Quietly sneak up behind her. Good. She hasn't noticed me yet. Take a deep breath and yell, Good morning, Heather. I watch with great satisfaction as the startled Heather leaps in the air. Heather quickly turns around and glares at me. I grin back. Hi, I'm Nathan Levy, your classmate in 6C. My friends call me that. I extend my right hand out. Heather looks at it and swats it with a dismissal from her left hand. Don't ever do that again, okay, dude? Okay, I'm sorry I scared you like that. I didn't think you were such a scaredy cat, though. I'm not a scaredy cat. That's why you jumped up in there and squealed like a little girl. Heather shoots daggers at me with her eyes but cannot come up with a retort. At least you're honest, though. Some kids would flat out deny it. You and I both know what happens, and this stays between us, got it? Heather cracks her knuckles for emphasis. I promise I won't tell another soul. I say it solemnly and look at her squarely in the eyes. Heather continues walking to school. I walk a few steps behind her. We soon arrive at the junction. Kids in school call it that because there are two paths ahead. The left path will take you to school. The right path will lead you to a park. You're very late for school when you double back. I wonder if Heather knows which way to go. I watch Heather turn right. I quickly walk up to her. Heather, you made a wrong turn. The left turn takes you to school. This way is to the park. I take her left hand and drag her back to the junction and turn left. Can you let go of my hand? Realizing that I'm still holding her hand, I let go immediately. There's that I'm red up to my ears. Thanks, and thanks. I nod and walk on. I find myself sitting on the floor, leaning against a wall in the hallway. Cold tears are covering my face. I slowly wipe my eyes and take a deep breath. Is it just a bad dream? Did the World Trade Center towers really crumble? Did Heather, Artie, and Hot Dog really perish inside the North Tower when it collapsed? I am again overcome with grief as I play back her phone message in my mind. I'm numb all over and my heart is being tightly squeezed. I take another slow, deep breath and exhale. It's that noise. The noise drifting into my apartment from under the door. Slowly tiptoe to the door, out of my apartment, and place my left ear next to it. I recognize it, the sound. The sound of crying and weeping. Slowly open the door and stick my head out. My eyes are blinded by the light in the hallway. As I slowly readjust to the light, I find the hallway filled with these sounds of anguish. I listen more closely and realize the sounds is emanating from a few apartments. The old man next door, the young couple in the apartment right below mine, and maybe a few more elsewhere. With a heavy heart, I head back inside and close the door gently. I'm not the only one to suffer the loss of a loved one tonight. I climb into bed, and I slowly fall asleep, once more haunted by old memories of Heather. Heather is assimilated into Class 6C. She's really a walking contradiction. Heather apparently comes from a wealthy family. Dad is a corporate lawyer and always works late. She could afford nice clothes, yet she prefers to wear ripped jeans and act all ghetto and tomboyish. I'm surprised she hasn't gotten a tattoo to complete the outfit. Maybe she doesn't like needles. She acts tough, but is a real scaredy cat, especially when it comes to bugs. I love sneaking bugs into her stuff. A dead fly squashed in her notebook, a live roach popping out of her bag. Heather squeals like a girl when she finds them. Hot dog and lick know what I've been doing. They've been warning kids in class to keep quiet. But you know what? We're graduating from school this week, and it's time I grew up. I hope Heather never finds out or I'm dead meat. Ring. Last day of elementary school. When I walk out of this classroom, the kids in 6C will go their separate ways. I already know that Hot Dog and Lick will attend my intermediate school, so I'm stuck with them for at least 2 more years. I leave the school ground. Is that Heather up ahead? I walk quickly and catch up to her. Hey, Heather. Not even a goodbye? Don't you mean good riddance? I know you're the one who put bugs in my stuff. How'd you know? It's kind of obvious. Who would know when I'm afraid of bugs? Just you. Remember once when a spider landed on my shirt in May? You saw how I reacted, and no one else was around. So only you know about my fear of bugs. Are you mad at me? Yes. No. I was mad for a while, and I would have slugged you. But then I thought of all the times you helped me out, starting from the day I transferred to 6C. Let me make it up to you. A bite at the burger joint, my treat. How nice of you. Heather's reply is sarcastic, but she accepts my offer. It's quaint, old-fashioned mom and pop diner. The food isn't spectacular, but the price is decent. Kids from school eat here often for this reason. Mary, a long-time waitress, seats us by the window and hands us the menu. I look around and see that no one else is in right now. She gives us each a glass of water. Hello, Nat. Who's your friend? Hi, Mary. This is Heather, a transfer student to our school. This is her first visit to the burger joint. Mary offers Heather a warm, friendly smile. Welcome, Heather. Hope you enjoy our restaurant. Thanks. Heather turns to Nat. So, what are you ordering, Nat? I'm pretty hungry right now. Can you afford to treat me? I take a $20 bill out of my pocket and wave it in the air. My mom makes me carry this just in case. Heather looks at the menu again. I think I'll have a double cheeseburger with fries and a chocolate milkshake. My eyes bug out. Are you sure you can finish all that? The burgers are pretty big. Yep. I told you I'm hungry, right? If you don't mind, I'll order now. Heather gets Mary's attention and places the order. Ready to order, Nat? Or do you need more time? Mary smiles. Let me know when you're all ready. Mary walks back to the kitchen and gives the cook Heather's order. Man, I can't decide what to order. Heather watches me with interest. Have you made up your mind yet? Another 5 minutes. Mary returns with Heather's order and puts it on the table. Let me know when you're ready, Nat. Heather starts eating her double cheeseburger. Man, she wasn't kidding about being hungry. I watch in amazement as Heather devours the burger without mercy. I almost feel sorry for the burger. Heather wipes her mouth with a napkin. You're really indecisive, aren't you, Nat? I grin sheepishly. Waitress? Mary walks over to the table. Give Nat the same thing I'm having. Mary smiles and snatches the menu from my hands. She barks the order to the chef. Heather looks at me and growls. So Nat, when were you planning to order? I smile helplessly. I know it's a bad habit, but the stuff here is so good that I have a hard time deciding. Mary knows and just gives me the space I need to eventually place an order. And when is that? 20 minutes later, maybe? Heather rolls her eyes. She starts eating her fries and drinking the shake. Wonder where all that food ends up. It's a great mystery. I've always wanted to ask you. Your fish name is Nathan, right? Right. So Also, why is your nickname Nat, not Nate? I laugh. You know, I play basketball, right? Right, usually point guard, but what does that have to do with... I'm sometimes skinny and the big kids knock me down a lot, but I always get back up. I play very physical defense on the ball handler, so they called me a Nat. Eventually it turned into Nat. Doesn't that bother you? Not really, I haven't bothered them enough to earn that label. So I must be doing something right. I wear it with pride. I grin. Nat. Hot dog, why do I hang out with you weirdos? Heather shakes her head. Mary puts my order on the table. Heather starts raiding my plate for fries. Shake my head in amazement at Heather's appetite. She eats a lot more than I do. Thanks for the meal, Nat. My pleasure. Hope you're not mad at me anymore. Nope, I'm not. See you in intermediate school. I look at Heather in surprise. You're coming to my school next year? Yep. She offers me a gorgeous smile. God, if she only wasn't a tomboy. We finally walk to the intersection where we head home in opposite directions. See you in September. Likewise. We smile at each other and part ways. I pick up the phone. Hello? Nat, Miss Elizabeth Wiseman. Artist doesn't come home. Did he contact you by chance? No, he hasn't. And Hot Dog hasn't returned my message on his machine either. I'm so afraid. I think he might have been trapped. My girlfriend Heather hasn't returned either. She's also in her own tower. How's your daughter Lily holding up? She hasn't said anything yet. I didn't permit her to watch the news. Yeah, the internet hasn't offered much good news either. Are you okay? Do you want me to come over and talk? I appreciate your offer, Nat. We need to stay home in case Heather comes back. Okay, let me know if Artie comes back. I will. You take care now. Remember to eat breakfast. It's 9:30ish right now. Sure. Be well. You too. I check the time on my alarm clock. It's 9:38 a.m. Today is September 12th, 2001. I take Miss Wiseman's advice and make myself breakfast. I'm so used to getting up at 7 a.m. to get to work on time. Of course, I can't go to work because the World Trade Center is gone. The World Trade Center is gone. I can't help but consider the weight of these words. The World Trade Center is gone. And with it, people who did nothing other than show up for work yesterday morning. I don't know how many people went down with the towers when they collapsed. And to be honest, I don't know what to know. I haven't turned on the television and the computer for this reason. I don't want to know how many innocent people died yesterday. I feel my heart pounding rapidly against my chest. Boom, 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 boom. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. In, out, out, in, up, down, left, right. Okay, enough with Mr. Miyagi's breathing techniques. There's no point in thinking about it right now, Nat. The only thing to worry about is eating your breakfast and getting nutrition in your body, stud. It's going to be okay, Nat. Yeah. Everything will turn out just fine, Nat. Pump a fist in response. And I start eating breakfast. My breakfast remains half-eaten. Coffee is gone ice cold. Who am I kidding? Heather's not coming home. Artie's not coming home. Hot Dog is not coming home. Heather is not coming home. Artie is not coming home. Hot Dog is not coming home. Heather is not coming home. Artie is not coming home. Hot Dog is not coming home. Damn it! Man, I slam a fist on the table. God, why did you let this happen? Did all these poor innocent workers deserve dying at the World Trade Center? Why did you spare me? How do I look at Elizabeth and Lily in the eye knowing that their husband and father died? Somehow I was lucky enough to be alive. How do I live the rest of my life without Heather? I lower my head and put my hands on my hips. Tears start dripping on the table. Artie asked me to have lunch with him. We went out to old-fashioned steakhouse. After a nice meal of juicy steaks, Artie got down to business. How do you like working in the company, Nat? It's more hectic and challenging than I expected, but that's good. I appreciate the work. I have to admit, I hate dealing with all those telemarketers during the day. Artie chuckles. Yes, that could be a problem, but you're smart and focused. And you're able to resume working from where you get interrupted by these calls. I nod in agreement. I'd admit that I'm surprised you stuck around at this job. Because we were such a small company, I can't afford to pay top dollar. I wouldn't be surprised if you decide to jump off to a larger Wall Street firm and a bigger paycheck. It's true that I can make more elsewhere, but I may not enjoy going to work like I am right now. And I think I'm blessed to be at a place where the boss appreciates my work. Artie smiles in agreement. If you don't mind my talking about it, I understand that you're in a serious relationship with a childhood friend named Heather. I nod. That's right. So when do you plan to pop the question? My eyes widen. Well, let me tell you, I was young like you once, and it took me a long time to find the right person to share my life with. But here you are, in a relationship with someone for many, many years. If you guys aren't right for each other, you'd have separated by now. That's true. So what's the holdup, Nat? Artie smiles. It's a good question. I have no answer. I don't know. If you don't know, then who would? The thing is, Nat, you get to live your life only once. So if you find the right partner to share your life with, marry her sooner rather than later. Stop wasting time, you know? I shrug helplessly. I hope you're not offended by this conversation. I think you're a wonderful young man with a bright future ahead. And I'm speaking to you about this as a friend and not your boss. Give it some thought. Heather loves you. You love her. It's time to take the next step. Okay. It's getting late. Let's head back to the office. Sure. What's wrong with me? Artie is absolutely right. Heather's the perfect partner to share my life with. Yeah, I hesitate to take the next step. Why? I love Heather with all my heart. I even protected her once and put my own life on the line. She is my life. So what's holding me back? I pondered this question the rest of the week following the talk with Artie. I finally hit on the answer on Friday. I lost my father to a car accident when I was 6 years old. My mom raised me by herself and passed away during my junior year in college. Basically, all the people in my life that I loved were taken from me. Deep down, I've always believed that if I loved Heather and married her, she would eventually be taken away from me as well. This fear, however rational, is what's holding me back. I've been with Heather for so many years now, I can't imagine a life worth living without her. Heather was my past, is my present, and will be my future. I refuse to let this stupid rational fear keep me and Heather apart. She deserves better than this. I will propose to her and convince her to say yes. Guess I'll need to buy the engagement ring this weekend. Where should I propose? Got it. Windows will just be just perfect. Let's make the reservation for next Friday after work. The sound of a bounce of basketball fills the school playground. The kid in front of me is having a hard time drilling past me with the basketball. I love doing this. Watch the ball handler like a hawk watching a field mouse. The kid looks at me for a second too long and I instinctively swipe the ball away. Fast break. Speed toward the basket with the ball and jump for the layup. Wham! I get whacked from behind and land hard on the floor. Ouch! Jeez, you would think kids in 7th grade would display a little bit of sportsmanship. Guess not. Slowly get up. You okay now? Look up and take licks hands. He pulls me back up. My back's a little stiff, but I'm okay. Homeroom will start soon. Let's head inside, I'll grab your bag. Thanks, I'm getting a little chilly now, isn't it? I'm starting to feel goosebumps now that I stopped running around. Yeah, it's mid-September now, you should dress warmer. Heather pops right into our conversation. Hey there. Yo, that kid's such a loser. You stole the ball fair and square. Does he take it like a man? No, he had to foul you hard. What a creep. Huh? You're watching me play? Heather turns her head and rushes past me. She walks ahead. Nah. This is why you'll never get a girlfriend. You just don't know how to handle chicks. And Heather's turning into one fine chick, if you know what I mean. Get your head out of the gutter, horn dog. Nick laughs and slaps me on the back. Just messing with you, man. But you do know what she's got, the hots for you, right? We back is really getting stiff. Ow, ow, ow. Dong. Great, math class is finally over. I think I'll head to the nurse's office to get something for my back. I grab my second bag and start walking in a different direction than the rest of the class in the hallway. Was my bag this heavy this morning? Hey, Nat, I hope you're not cutting English. I turn around and see Heather right behind me. Nah, my back is locking up and I just want to see if the nurse can give me something. Heather tilts her head. I thought you landed a little weird this morning. Here, let me carry your bag. Your bag's killing you, right? Without waiting for a reply, she manhandles me and takes the bag. But you'll be late for class. Whoopie-doo. I'll just get a note from the nurse to excuse the lateness. You shouldn't be carrying the bag. It could aggravate your back problem. A sign followed her to the nurse's office. Hi, Nat. Hi, Heather. I smile sheepishly. Only 3 years in school and the nurse already knows me by name. Hi, Betty. A freaking doofus whacked Nat hard while he was in the air for a layup. So Nat landed on his back awkwardly. Now his back's locking up. Nurse Betty listens, and a frown forms on her face. Okay, I'll give you an excuse note, Heather, and I'll take good care of Nat. Heather beams. Thanks. I'll walk you home today, Nat, so wait for me. With the excuse note in hand, Heather leaves the office. Nat, roll up your shirt. I'll apply some Flexol to your back, okay? Without answering, I roll up my shirt and turn my back towards her. Nurse Betty applies the gel on my back. The room starts to smell of Flexol. I'm done. You can catch a nap on the bed. Just remember to lie on your stomach. I follow her instructions and soon fall asleep. Someone's hand. It's warm, soft, and gentle. Someone's applying more Flexol to my back. Are you awake, Nat? It's Heather. I would never have guessed a tomboy like her would have such a gentle touch. I answered, yeah. Feeling better, Nat? Much better. Let me finish up. You should be thankful. This stuff stinks. I laugh. Yeah, it does. Sorry to make you do this. So where's Betty? Out to lunch. It's lunch period right now. I tried to give you a sandwich. Betty was heading out and asked me to rub the gel on your back. God, I'm gonna smell like Flexol for the rest of the day. Sorry about that. So am I having for lunch? Not much, I'm afraid. Just a peanut butter and turkey sandwich and milk. Yum yum. Tell me about it. It's cafeteria food. What do you expect? Anyway, lunch period will be over soon, so I have to head back. I'll pick you up when classes are over. Just eat and go back to sleep, okay? Okay. See you later, Nat. Likewise. She's carrying my book bag. Man, I'm feeling like such a wuss. How does she walk so fast anyway with my bag? I'm having a tough time matching her pace because of my bag. Heather, are you in a hurry to get home or something? Oh, no, I'm walking too fast? Yeah. Sorry, Nat, I forgot you have a back and all. Maybe you should have gotten a walker from Betty. So which way, Nat? You're standing at the path where she usually split up. Oh, that's right. Heather's never been to my place before. I smile. You're gonna have to follow me now. Heather decides to skip her tour. So we're standing in front of an old apartment building. Take out my keys and open the door to the lobby. The wet pass is for lobby anyway. Check the mailbox. Junk mail. This looks interesting. 1,000 hours free. No junk mail. How many floors up are you? I turn and look at Heather. Just the top floor, 4th. I reply in a cheery tone. Great, just great. Heather starts muttering to herself. Let's get started. I walk up the stairs gingerly. My back is still a bit sore. Heather's muttering to herself the entire time we're up the stairs. And she doesn't voice a single complaint to me. What a tough kid. I open the door to my apartment and walk in. It's a pretty small dump. Just me and my mom live here. Since she's working right now, I'm usually home alone. Heather puts down my bag and walks around everywhere. She's like a stray cat staking out her turf. Hand her a glass of orange juice. Find anything interesting? Where's your stash of Nucci Minis? Nowhere, because I don't have any. It's the truth. I say solemnly, looking her in the eye. Well, I gotta head back, or my mom will be asking, right, Ben? Thanks for the OJ. See you later. Heather leaves the apartment. I groggily reach for the phone. Hello? Is that you, Nat? It's Jack. How's my daughter? I'm wide awake now. I recognize the voice immediately. Jack is Jack Hollins, Heather's dad. Heather hasn't returned. She left a message on the answering machine yesterday morning. She had no way to come down and went up to the roof. I think she was on the rooftop when the north tower collapsed. I paused for a moment. I'm sorry. Jack sighs deeply. I'm going to pray for a miracle, Nat. I'm going to pray that she's still alive and merely trapped in the rubble. Don't give up hope just yet, Nat. My daughter's strong and feisty. If there's any way for her to survive, she'll do it. Yeah, I hope so too. Waiting for here in the apartment for her to come back. Let me know if you hear from her then. I'll be praying for her safety and well-being. Okay, Jack, take care. You too, Nat. Hang up the phone. Look at the clock. It's now 7:21 p.m. Still September 12th. What have I been doing today? Moping around, dreaming of the past. Is this what my life will be like without Heather? I feel my stomach rumbling. I guess I should have dinner. Check the freezer and pull out a TV dinner, meatloaf and mashed potatoes. I'm just not in the mood to make anything fancy for one person. Punch in the timer on the microwave and wait for the meal to heat up. Turn on the TV and absentmindedly flip through the channels. Seeing that nothing catches my interest, I turn it off. Beep. I take out the warm TV dinner and start eating slowly. The meal tastes like crap, exactly what you expect from TV dinner, but it's convenient and supposedly nutritious, so I don't mind. Finishing the meal, I toss the tray in the garbage and clean up the table. I look at the clock, it's 6:16 p.m. I guess I should call Hot Dog again, give Lick a call. I dial Hot Dog's home number. As expected, no one picks up. I leave a message on receipt knowing the futility of the exercise. I don't know if I'll be able to reach Lick. He's a probationary NYC firefighter right now, Proberry Station in Queens. Dial Lick's home phone and leave a message. Hey Lick, it's Nat. I'm sure you have your hands full right now with the World Trade Center situation. Fortunately, Heather hasn't returned. I haven't been able to reach Hot Dog. All I can do is pray for their safe return. I'm going to keep working hard. Lick, make us proud. End the call. I can't imagine what Lick is dealing with right now as an NYC firefighter. All I can do at this point is to cheer him on. I'm not in the mood to do anything right now. Might as well go to bed early, turn off the lights and go to sleep. I look at the feet and see the remains of a cheap Chinese snapcracker. Who did that? I look up and see Lick grinning. Watch, man. I'm gonna get you back. I poke a finger in the air in his direction to emphasize my point. Lick responds by running away. Man, Lick is such a troublemaker. I check my watch, it's almost 8:30 a.m. Gotta run now and make it to school on time. Man, I'm out of shape, but it's hard to play basketball in October. Halloween is coming up soon. Maybe I can have my revenge on Lick then. Can't wait. Enter home with Santa and take my seat. I stiffly yawn. Try not to fall asleep. Man, class is so boring. First semester in 7th grade and I'm bored out of my mind already. At this rate, how will I make it to graduation? Forget that, Nat. Let's focus on getting Lick back. Concentrate, Nat, concentrate. I don't think Halloween would work very well. He's probably going for something himself. And it'll be extra cautious. Let's do. Got it. When will school cafeteria serve hamburgers? Oh yes, on Fridays, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow's just perfect. After school ends, I hurry out of the building and run to the local supermarket. Look through the seasoning section and find what I need. Woot. Just you wait there. It's the next day. We're having lunch in the school cafeteria and sitting together. As usual, Lick is having 2 hamburgers. He's a growing boy and buys 2 lunches or else he'll go hungry. I secretly put the ball between my legs with the cap off. Just waiting for the right opportunity. Oh, right now. Hey, look, check out that girl over there. I think she's hot. Lick is a sucker for hot chicks. Sure enough, he turns and looks at the girl walking slowly across the cafeteria floor. Really doubt the ball of Tabasco sauce. Took the button and splashed the meat with it. I put the ball back in its place and I naturally... Uh-oh. face is contorted with a surprised expression, spits out his food and drinks milk. It's hot. Luke is panting like a dog. Laugh at his expression, the ball rolls onto the floor. Luke sees his basketball and looks at me with annoyance. That's for yesterday, don't mess with me. Luke shakes his head. Dang, you're such a mean bastard, Nat. Snap crackers are nothing compared to Tabasco sauce. I'm out of here. Need a drink from the water fountain. He didn't lick his plate clean, how about that? We got a hot dog and Heather, and shrug. Man, why is he being such a crybaby? Hot dog playing peacemaker with Lick. Lick wouldn't roll with it. Did I really put that much Tabasco sauce into his burger? Heather would occasionally flash me an I told you so expression where Lick ignores me. Well, no point worrying that wuss. Today is October 29. Halloween's just around the corner. This upcoming Wednesday. Sure, Lick's got something planned. We two can play this game. It's 2 days later. To my surprise, I got to home safely today. What Lick's got planned for me after school today. Don't take my seat since homeroom started. Look at Lick's seat and notice that it's empty. Is he cutting class today? Will he ambush me after school? No worries, I got something special for him. I feel someone staring at me. I look around and make eye contact with Heather. Oh great, I wonder if she'll lecture me on something after homeroom. Heather quickly turns her head with a I guess she doesn't approve of my battle with Lick. But you know what? Friendship is like an orange. Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's bitter. As long as there's a balance between the two, you always come back for more. So for the sake of our friendship, I must give my all to this battle. Hopefully Hot Dog won't join in, or at least take Lick's side. A 2-on-1 will be a bit tricky to handle. Wait patiently for my school day to end. There it is, time to pack up and get ready. I go to the restroom and change. Put on cargo pants and put cans of shaving cream in both leg pockets. Slip on a windbreaker jacket and add 2 more cans of shaving cream in the pockets. Wrap a fanny pack around my waist and hide it under the windbreaker. It contains my secret weapon, a dozen miniature stink bombs. Why use rotten eggs when you can use stink bombs? My final piece of equipment is a baseball cap. I look at myself in the mirror and flash a thumbs up. Time to sneak out without being caught by a teacher. I take an unconventional route, leaving the back entrance of the school building. A map. Let's turn on our radar and see if we can catch Lick by surprise. I sneak past an ambush by 9th graders waiting outside the building. I'm tempted to use the canned shaving cream on them, but I don't want to risk running out of ammo before finding Lick today. Oh, is that Lick peeking out from behind the tree? Man, what is he thinking hiding behind a tree 2 blocks away from school? How disappointing. Pull the bill out of my cap, lower my head so that Lick won't recognize me. Walk around a group of kids from the school. Perfect Lick won't be able to see me. So I walk past Lick, I quickly turn around and pull out the 2 cans of shaving cream. Lick yelps in surprise. Ah! His head is covered with foamy white shaving cream. He quickly recovers by mashing me with eggs. Whack! Ow, they hurt. Not to be outdone, I toss stink bombs at Lick's feet. Smash. Gotta run before Lick realizes what it is. Standing in front of my apartment building, the windbreaker is covered with the yucky egg yolk. Good thing my mom isn't home right now. Well, she'll yell at me for my mess. I think my friendship with Lick will go back to normal now. Can't wait to hear him complain about my tricks tomorrow. How many years ago was that battle on Halloween with Lick? Almost 11 years. Wow, have I known Lick for that long? My smile quickly leaves my face when I think of Heather and Hot Dog. I guess they died in the World Trade Center collapse 2 days ago. Next day, Thursday, September 13th. I checked the clock. It's now 7:05 a.m. I guess old habits die hard. It's the point of getting up so early if I'm not going to work today. The World Trade Center gone, I'm unemployed. These past 2 days have been filled with melancholy. I just don't feel like getting up right now. I stay in bed and stare at the ceiling. Eventually I fall asleep again. Next week is final exams. Like Hot Dog, Heather and I are hanging out at the burger joint for a group study session. Hot Dog, what's the answer to this math problem? Hot Dog is good with math and easily comes up with the answer. 388. Thanks. I check my watch, it's almost 5 p.m. Today is Friday, December 14th, 1990. It's getting late. God guys, it's almost 5 p.m. I gotta go home. That late? I gotta go too. Okay. Hot dog asked the waitress Mary for the check, and we split it 4 ways. We head out. Slowly enjoying my outing amongst friends. After fall exams next week, we'll be on winter vacation, and we won't see each other again until after New Year. Good luck with the finals. Yep. I don't need luck to ace them. Hot dog grins. Yeah, I'll take your luck then. Have a good bye and walk on home. I hate Valentine's Day. This is the day when pushy weird girls want you to give them chocolate and hope for something in return. Just leave me alone, alright? Who needs Valentine's Day? I wish this holiday didn't exist. Like Curly walks past me on our way to school this morning. Why is he carrying a ton of roses? Is he giving that to a single girl? Is he just fishing, hoping to get lucky and reel in some poor gal? Man, what desperate kids do these days. I shake my head and continue walking to school. I made it to homeroom 7A with time to spare. Watching music is like puts a rose on every girl's desk. Did you memorize the seating chart or something? How do you remember where all the girls sit in the homeroom? Man, I'm impressed. But there's a flaw to Luke's plan. You forgot to leave a card with each rose to let the recipient know who gave it. Oh well, maybe it's better that way. If the recipient finds out, she might just dump the rose in the trash or something. Girls can be cruel, you know. So far so good, nobody's tempted to give me something. And I'm not giving anyone anything. So there, we're square. Teacher arrives to take attendance. I'm bored. Just one more class until school is over. Man, I can't wait to get home. Could use a nap or two. I stifle a yawn. Dong. Finally, I'm free. I quickly pack up my books and head out without saying a word to anyone. So far, so good. I make my way out of the school building and walk home at a brisk pace. Stomp. What the? Are we shooting at Godzilla film in the neighborhood? I turn my head and see who is running towards me. It's Heather. I stop walking and wait for her to catch up. Dude. What's wrong with you? Why'd you leave class without saying goodbye? It's rude, Nat. Huh? Goodbye? I wave my hand and grin. His face turns into a scowl. Stop being a gnat, okay? So what's up? Just need to give you this. Heather holds out her arm with an envelope in her hand. She's looking down. Is she blushing? Is that a Valentine's Day card? For me? Heather looks up at me in annoyance. Stop messing with me. You know what's good for you. Well then, let's see what you wrote. I take the envelope and start to open it. Hey, it's private. Read it at home. I'm the one you're giving the card to, right? Shouldn't I be the one deciding when to read it? If you're not gonna take it seriously, just give me back the card. Heather reaches for the card. I wave it up in the air beyond her reach. Good thing I'm taller than her. Now you're the one being rude. You gave me the card. I accepted it, and I'm even trying to read it. So stop bugging me, okay? Do whatever you want. Heather runs ahead, leaving me behind. Chastened by her and feeling guilty, I put the card in my school bag. I'll read it at home. I'm home. I immediately take out the card and read it. I'm surprised to see a Cupid illustration on the cover of the card. It's cute, something I wouldn't expect from Heather. The card reads, Dear Nat, this Valentine's Day card is in my appreciation for your friendship over this past year. I know you didn't get even one single card last year, and I think you deserve at least one. And so, here's a little bit of chocolate too. Heather. Gee, how thoughtful. I look at the tiny Hershey's Kiss tape next to Heather's name on the card. Is this a substitute kiss from you, Heather? I ponder this as I eat the chocolate. I wake to the sound of an aircraft flying by. What the heck was that? I rub my sleepy eyes. Look at the clock, it's 1:10 p.m. Wow, this is nuts. How'd I fall asleep like that in the middle of the day? Just another departure from my former routine, I guess. Welcome Nat to day 2 of a life after Heather. Finding myself lacking appetite again, I decide to make a TV dinner again. I take out a chicken and mashed potato dinner from the freezer and pop it in the microwave. Beep. Start eating this bland, tasteless chicken. Wonder if it's made of real chicken's meat or fake meat. I wash the meal down with a glass of OJ and clean up. I press the power button on the remote and turn on the TV. New against the wall, daydreaming of the past life with Heather. I noticed that something has been bothering Heather lately. She seems distracted, her mind far, far away. Like it's sitting next to me, licking his plate clean as usual. My dog is quietly finishing his sloppy Joe sandwich. He's doing a great job not making a mess. Heather here is picking at her food, barely taking a bite. Perhaps we would have a chat after school. I'm waiting outside the school gate. It's raining now. Great, just great. If Heather passes by soon. Oh, there she is. Heather walks past me without realizing it. I sneak up behind her and whisper in her ear, "Penny for your thoughts." Heather jumps and turns toward me, clearly annoyed. "Do you gotta scare me like that?" I grin. "I was waiting for you, but you just walked by me without noticing. Sorry about that, Nat. But you didn't have to scare me like that. So what's up?" And I think that's my line. I see something's been on your mind lately. Not the usual energetic Heather that I know. Oh, really? Pow! Heather punches me on the arm. Energetic enough for you? Or do you want more? Heather looks at me with a mischievous smile. Nah, that's enough. First time I've seen you smile all week. So, what's up? What's wrong, Heather? I see, it's not something you want to talk about. I'm cool with that, but if you need someone to talk to, I'm here. Heather nods in response. See you later, Nat. Heather walks on ahead. And it's summertime. I call Heather and ask her to join me for a quick bite at the burger joint. Oh no, it's not a date. We're just going to have a nice chat between childhood friends, okay? I wait in front of the diner. I look at my watch. It's now 1:10 p.m. Today is morning, Monday, July 1st, 1991. And Heather's late. Arrgh. So now she acts like a girl? We're supposed to meet at 1 p.m. I've been baking here in the sun for at least 15 minutes. Sorry, Nat. Look up and see you standing in front of me. Sure took your time when you get here. It's hot out here, Sorry, but you didn't have to stand right in the sun like this. If you were smarter, you could have stood under a nearby tree. Yeah, but then you wouldn't have seen where I am. And anyway, it's better for a guy to wait for a girl, right? Heather smiles at my concession to her gender. We walk in and Mary, the waitress, seats us at usual table by the window. What would you like today? Double cheeseburger with fries and a strawberry milkshake. And that will have the same. Mary takes our menu and barks the order at the chef. So Heather, what are you doing for this July 4th weekend? My dad is taking us on a vacation on a Caribbean cruise. Wow, that sounds great. Mom can't afford to take us anywhere. I'm just going to study for the high school entrance exams. It's coming up this October. Yeah, me too. Once I come back, I have to take a prep course. Are you taking one too? Nah, we can't afford it. So I'm just going to borrow books from the library and study on my own. It must be tough. You're a smart guy. I know you can do it. Thanks. Hey, listen, since it's summer, we don't get to see each other much. But I want to ask you, is everything okay? Oh. Heather looks at me, bites her lips, and takes a deep breath. Okay, I'll tell you about it, but you have to keep it between us. I think my parents are getting a divorce. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, me too. My dad apparently was having an affair with someone at his office. The company found out and suspended him for 2 weeks without pay. My mom, who is British, threatened to divorce him and take me back to England. So now my dad has taken us on a cruise as a last-ditch effort to save his marriage. They've been fighting so much this year at home, it's just hard for me to deal with it. Why didn't you say something to me back in April? Well, duh, it's my problem, not yours. You got your own stuff to deal with. Well, I have it's easy compared to you. I just do my homework and play basketball. Since my mom isn't around, it's by myself at home. If it gets rough in your house, my door is always open for you to come over. My mom will understand. I appreciate it, Nat. Mariah carries over our order and places the dishes on our table. Let's eat while it's hot. We start eating. It's not as hot in the city as it was last week. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm doing my conditioning and basketball drills all taught by my dad. I usually practice myself, but occasionally Luke joins me if he gets up early enough, that is. Boom, 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 boom. I really enjoy being on the court in the morning. The air is fresh, not many kids are up and about in the playgrounds. In a way, it's relaxing and peaceful here. I hope you'll always have this floor. The bam sound was my skull hitting the hardwood floor. Gingerly touched the spot on my head. Ow! Still stings. Great, Matt, just great. Look at my fingertips, see no trace of blood. No good, doesn't look like my head's bleeding. Slowly get up from the floor. Check the clock, it's now 7:19 p.m. Still September 13th, I assume. Man, I'm gonna get fat sleeping so much. I think I'll have soup for dinner tonight. Chicken noodle sounds good. Take a can out of the kitchen cabinet and open it with a can opener. Pour the contents into a pot and heat it up. Before I turn off the gas and pour the soup into a bowl. Stir the soup. Play with it using a spoon. So I have to wait for it to cool down. As I wait, I slowly become aware of the absolute silence in our apartment. Is it really the quiet without Heather around? With a heavy heart, I finish the soup, clean up, and retire early to bed. We're all 1 year older, maybe 1 year wiser, or maybe not. I see Lick up ahead, still clowning around. Some things just never change. I walk slowly, hoping Lick won't notice me. But of course, life doesn't always go the way you want it to. Yo, Nat, how's it going? Lick stops walking and waits for me. So, how was your summer? You know me, just goofing around a bit, piss off parents, neighbors, etc. And you? Studying in basketball? Speaking of which, I was hoping you'd show up more often on the court. So, you that we could practice together? Sure, man, I'm not a basketball nut like you. Get up early to sweat up a storm. Just ain't my idea of a good summer, you know? Whatever, you lazy bum. Whack. I playfully smack him on the head. Is he hot dog at all during the summer? Nah, his parents made him attend prep course for the specialized high school entrance exam. The SHAS. Of course, hopefully, he didn't end up losing his eyesight from all that studying. Let's hurry on, or we'll be late for school. Right behind you. We run ahead. I run to homeroom 8A. Mike was assigned to 8F, probably because of his poor grades last year. Look around. I see very few familiar faces from last year. Oh well. Suddenly a girl walks in. I look at her. Is that Heather? Heather sees me and smiles. Then sits down in an empty chair in front of me. Hi, Nat. Long time no see. I smile back. Likewise. Dong. Let's talk after school. Heather nods in agreement. Dong. Here's the bell. First day of school is over. A dog walks up to my desk. He also ended up in our homeroom. Hey. But he came in late this morning and got marked late by the homeroom teacher. There goes his perfect attendance record. I have to go to prep school today. You and Heather go ahead. Okay? I turn to Heather. Do you want to wait for Lick? Nah, we'll see him at lunch anyway. That's true. Bye, hot dog. Bye. I'm walking home with Heather. So, how did it go with your parents? I'm not sure. To be honest, my mom's still angry at my dad. You see, well, it's their marriage, and ultimately they'll work something out. Yep, I just don't want to be caught in the middle of a custody battle when they do divorce or separate. By the way, I started taking tennis lessons over the summer. I can't imagine you in one of those short tennis skirts. Pow! Heather punches me on the shoulder. You know, I'm not as tomboy as you think I am. I may surprise you one of these days. When hell freezes over, I duck just in time. Heather hits air instead of my head. I hold up my hands to surrender. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sure you'll turn into a pretty gal one of these days. I am pretty gal. Heather turns and walks on ahead. I follow a safe distance behind. The school allows students from different classes to sit together. And when the lunch monitor tells students at each table to get in line, the line leads into the kitchen where cafeteria workers slap what passes food onto her plate. Yuck, I'd rather go out for lunch if I could. The school worries about the kids cutting class, and so we're not permitted to go out for lunch. Today, Lick and Heather have been going at it. Lick somehow learned about Heather's problems at home, and he's been teasing her about it. So after your parents' divorce, are you staying or you're leaving? Heather gives Lick the Medusa stare, if looks can kill. They can't seem to take a hint. So are you going to live with Daddy or Mommy? Like, do us a favor and drop it, okay? Lick smirks. So why are they divorcing? I'm warning you. Heather raises a tightly clenched fist. I bet your daddy had an affair. Knock it off. but your daddy had more than one affair. Shut up! Maybe your daddy had a gay lover. Heather swings her fist at Lick ducks. Pow! Thanks a lot, Lick. This was my last chance before I feel my head explode and I lose consciousness. The ceiling looks familiar. Ow, I'm really woozy right now. What the heck happened? Last thing I remember was Lick and Heather arguing in the line in the cafeteria, step to step. Someone's standing over me. It's Nurse Betty. How are you feeling? Woozy. And I can't feel my nose. Of course not. It's broken. Huh? I blacked out too. Yes, you did. You remember what happened? Not really. Last thing I remember was Lick and Heather arguing in the lunch line. After that, it's all blank. What's your name? Why is she asking me this? I'm Nathan Levy. My friends call me Nat. Who are your friends? Hot Dog, Lick, and Heather. What homeroom are you in? 8A? I'm going to hold up a finger in front of you. I want you to follow it with your eyes. Just holds the finger and moves from left to right. I do as she is instructed. It seems like you have only a slight concussion and memory loss, plus the broken nose. So what happened? Apparently the fight between Lick and Heather escalated. Heather threw a punch at Lick and hit you instead. Oh dang, she's got a strong punch. Got knocked out by one sucker punch. Man, there goes my rep as the toughest kid in school. Miss Betty rolls her eyes. I'm glad you're taking it lightly. Personally, I would be mad at getting hit like that. Yeah, but it's Lick. He gets me in all kinds of trouble. There's nothing unusual for us. Miss Betty shakes her head. If you say so. I'm going to give you an aspirin for the headache and water, okay? Sure. Gently raise my head and take the medicine. Did you reset my nose? No, your mom did. She's in Dean Skinner's office right now with Heather's mom. Oh. Just get some rest for now. Your mom will take you home. I nod and slowly fall asleep. Mom talked to me about the meeting in Dean Skinner's office. The dean wanted to suspend Heather from school, just to be filed charges with the police. Miss Holland was very apologetic for her daughter's behavior. She offered to pull Heather out of school and put Heather in a private Catholic school instead. Miss Holland also offered to punch Heather by having her write 1,000 times, "I will not hit someone in anger." My mom thought it was very appropriate punishment for Heather and agreed not to press charges. So here I am, staring at the ceiling in my room. I wonder if we'll ever see Heather again. Check the alarm clock. It's 3:14 a.m. It's a little chilly this morning. My nose is a little itchy. My nose has a tendency to become itchy when it's cold. I always wondered what life would be like if Heather didn't break my nose that day. Would Heather have stayed in our intermediate school instead of transferring to a private school? And would we have hooked up as a couple? It is ironic in the sense that my knockout by Heather actually brought us closer together. I pull the blanket over my head and go back to sleep. I miss that tomboy. Yeah, Heather. It's been a few months since I've got knocked out by Heather. After that, people started calling her Knockout Heather. Now that she was around to hear it from the kids in school. Not since her mom made good on the promise to transfer Heather to a private Catholic school. Yeah, Miss Holland's got Heather to write, "I will not hit someone in anger" 1,000 times. I got a package from her in October, filled with Heather's handwritten papers. Dang, I'm glad my mom isn't as strict as Miss Holland's. Brr. The thought alone gives me chills, but I digress. The fact is I miss the spunky kid. She was active, energetic, temperamental, and yeah, pretty. I was really looking forward to seeing Heather and make good on her promise to become a pretty gal. I guess that's never gonna happen now. Lake was very apologetic about me taking his hit in the school cafeteria. I told him that if he's going to screw around with people, he should be man enough to take the consequences. I called him a coward for ducking out his punch. Yeah, it didn't go well for Lick. He hasn't talked to me ever since. That dog tried to play peacemaker between us, but neither of us was interested in doing that. Is our friendship over? Answer the phone. Hello? Is that you, Nat? Lick. Yeah, it's me. I thought about what you said over the past few months. And, dude, just let me finish talking, alright? Don't make it out more difficult than it already is. Anyway, I hate to say it, but you're right in calling me a coward. You know how I love to joke around and piss people off, but I should have known better to take it this far with Heather. She's got a short fuse than most people. Anyway, it's New Year's Eve, last day of 1991. I want to make you this promise. Now I will take personal responsibility for my actions. Luck isn't talking to me in person. I have my doubts about Luck keeping his promise. I'll take big commitment from Luck, maybe more than he realizes right now. For the sake of our friendship, I should give him the benefit of the doubt. Happy New Year, Tom. See you next year. Today is April 10th, 1992. Here I am sitting in Class 8A again. Same old students, same old teachers, and the same empty chair in front of my desk. It was where Heather used to sit in for homeroom. I wonder what she's doing now. Maybe she's in Catholic school wearing a girl's uniform. You know, with a button shirt and a skirt. Oh man, the thought of her wearing a skirt just cracks me up. Anyway, I think I can graduate from intermediate school this year with no regret. Next year I'll be attending Stuyvesant High School. It's one of the 3 New York City public schools that specialize in science and math. I need to take an entrance exam called the SSAT, and then fill the seats each year based on the SSAT scores from the highest on down. It's quite a meritorious system. Only Hot Dog and I got accepted from Class 8A. Talk about a surprise. When I took the entrance exam last October, my nose was just really itchy. I had to get up at 5:30 a.m. to ensure I got to exams at that time, because you never know when there would be a bus or a train delay along the way. It was really cold that morning. I guess the chill makes my broken nose itchy. So now I'm counting the days until I can leave this place behind, move on with my life. Next year I plan to focus more on my studies, try to get straight A's. I need it since college is just around the corner. Mom can't afford to pay for the college tuition, so I'll need a full scholarship for college, or as close to it as possible. When I leave intermediate school, I'll be leaving behind my carefree childhood as well. Today is Friday the 14th of September 2001, otherwise known as Day 3 of Life After Heather. My dreams of intermediate school recalled a dark period in my past, my first experience of life without Heather. The first time we were separated back then, couldn't believe how much I missed her. When she transferred to a private Catholic school, I totally lost interest in school. I couldn't wait to leave the school and start a brand new life in Stewie. I turn on the gas and boil water. As I wait for the water to boil, I think back to the first time I went to Battery Park. It was during the 4th of July weekend in 1992. The wind blew and whipped my hair around like a lasso. The smell of air mixed with the sea water was a foreign but delightful experience. As I walked around the park, gawking like a foreign tourist, I was really thankful that I placed into the school. Since the school is next to the park, it meant students could hang out in the park and play after school. And obviously, the dean would have an easier time finding kids playing hooky. He'll just have to round them up in the park. On the other side of the West Side Highway, right across the school, is the border of Manhattan Community College, with 2 tennis courts and a basketball court to boot. Boof. I turn off the gas and make tea decaf. Slowly eat the last piece of bread. I guess I'll need to buy groceries soon and leave the apartment, whenever that would be. I pause for a moment and think back. When was the last time I left the apartment? It was on the morning of September 11th. Oh Lord, have I been inside the apartment since Tuesday? Today is Friday, right? If nothing else comes up, I think I'll go out tomorrow. I guess I'll take a nap and wake up at lunchtime. Nobody wants to be late for their first day in high school, right? Let's see, what's my homeroom? Ah yes, it's 9C. I walk into homeroom 9C, look around and see no familiar faces. I see an empty seat by the window in the back. I'll go across the length of the room to stake my claim. Today is your first day of high school, Matt. Trying to maintain a cool exterior, but right now I'm bubbling up inside from all that excitement. New school, new life. What could be more exciting than this? I guess that's the bell. My first day in high school is finally over. I'm totally exhausted. I can't believe how much homework we got on the first day. Oof. I can see myself spending entire evenings doing homework. That's 3 to 4 hours of school's basketball team. Not a starter, obviously, since I'm an underclassman, but the coach likes my defense, and I'll have an opportunity to work my way up. Hot Dog is doing his own thing. He joined the math team, which makes sense since he's good at math. We're in different homerooms. See each other in the hallway occasionally, but we're just too busy with work to talk much. Like had gone to a local high school in Queens. We keep in touch by phone whenever, and occasionally practice on the court during the weekends. About Heather, unfortunately I haven't been able to get in touch with her ever since she got pulled out of school back in 8th grade. I didn't see her at my school last year in 9th grade. Perhaps she made it in this year as a sophomore. Yeah, right, Matt. It's true that her parents wanted her to attend the school. The entrance exam is in the cakewalk, and it may take a miracle for her to get in as a 10th grader. But you never know, right? Miracles do happen, right? And there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's only September of 1993. School just started. Heather didn't manage to get into my school. I'll bump into her sooner or later. Is it just that wishful thinking on my part? I'm nodding off in my seat. My basketball practice was rather intense today. Thankfully, I managed to get a seat for the ride home, sitting in the middle of the bunch, and catching up on some zzz. We're leaving the stadium, headed to the final stop. I rub my eyes, look around the train cart casually. There's a lot of people in the train. What's this? Over the corner of my eye, I notice someone looking at me. It's a girl, a very pretty girl. She got long hair, earrings, makeup, the works. She's wearing a tight-fitting white t-shirt and a jean skirt. Man, she's hot. She's sitting right next to a subway door. Her downstairs. There's a pissed look on her face. Do I know her? I attempted to walk up to her and ask, but it's getting late. I don't want to mess with someone that's scary looking. Tended not to notice her. The train finally arrives at the last stop. I patiently wait to the exit train. As I walk up to the platform, I feel someone tap my left shoulder. I turn. A pretty girl is standing next to me. Did you forget all about me now? Recognize the voice. It's Heather. I must have a stupid expression on my face, because Heather starts laughing at me. Zone idiot, I see. I'm not. I respond with the noise. Heather pulls me aside and looks me up and down. What am I? A racehorse? You've grown taller now, and handsome. Suddenly Heather's face is up close to mine. She's staring at my Roman nose. Shut up, everyone's urge to hug her, and I lose control of myself. I hug her tightly. Yeah. Heather is surprised, but doesn't resist. I feel her arms wrap around my waist as she returns my hug. After a long hug, she gently pushes me back. Man, you stink, still playing basketball after school. Yeah. I'm on the school team, actually. Sorry about that. Never apologized for my punch. Let me make it up to you. Grab by the burger joint in my cheek. Not waiting for an answer, Heather grabs my hand and leads me up the stairs to exit the station. Mary Lou just looks at Heather and smiles. Long time no see. Yeah, I've been away for a while. Mary seats us at the usual table next to the window. She hands Heather the menu. Wait, I don't get one. I see the menu's still the same. Double cheeseburger, fries, and strawberry milkshake. That's 2 orders, thank you. Mary walks to the back and barks the order to the chef. Heather and I look at each other across the table uneasily. So, Heather offers a bright smile. I clear my voice. You look different than before. What happened? Heather laughs heartily. I'm sorry, Nat. I shouldn't laugh at you. Well, how do I start? Do I look pretty this way? Very. Glad to hear that, Nat. Sometimes I oversleep and Heather has to drag me out of bed. Other times I have to return the favor. So more often than not, we have to run to get school on time. Miraculously, we've never been late for homeroom. What are friends for? Friends that let Heather and I are. Because my mom often tells me about coming to school with Heather. Wonder what I'm going out with such a hottie. They whisper among themselves. They question my manhood. They even wonder if I'm gay. It's not that simple. Yes, I like Heather. Yes, she likes me. This is pretty obvious to everyone. But I like the friendship we share now. Part of me is afraid that I'll end up and the dating thing doesn't work out. But I'll admit, I still think about it in the hood. I think about it very often. I hugged Heather at the train station and wonder why she didn't resist. Could have easily selected me and broken my nose again. Instead, she drew my body against her own and held on to me tightly. It was the mark, good to see you again type of look. There's something more fierce and passionate. It was a hug between lovers, and my cheeks flushed, and not again. Ding! There's the bell. School's over for the day. We got the basketball practice today. I'll meet up with Heather afterwards. Check my watch, it's about 3 p.m. Enter Battery Park, look for Heather. Found her. She's slouched on the bench doing her homework. Should I be nice today or not? I'm really tempted to scare her, but she's working so hard right now. I just don't want to bother her and break her concentration. So I stand silently next to the bench and watch Heather do her homework. Heather looks at her watch. Jesus, 5:16 already. Where the heck is Nat? Now looks around angrily and finally spots me. She looks at me with a scowl on her face. Dude, how long has she been standing there? I grin. Who knows? Instead of standing there like a scarecrow, she'd have said something. Or were you waiting for just one moment to sneak up on me and scare me? Nat looks at me suspiciously. No, I just wanted to concentrate on your homework. I'd rather get home ASAP, stupid Nat. Heather hurriedly packs up her bag. She brushes past me and leaves the park. Hey, wait up, Heather. Dang. Why does she have to get angry or something stupid like this? Fortunately, there's a red light at the West Side Highway crossing. You have to wait for the green light, or else you'll get hit by a few cars. Watch the figure of Heather becomes larger and larger. She heads home without me. Enter the Chamber Street station and head for the Uptown platform. I hear someone yelling. It's coming from the Uptown platform. Over on the platform, see Heather being harassed by a homeless man. I hurried to walk to them. Yo, stop messing with my girl. Stand in front of Heather. That bitch of yours got a smart mouth. Let me cut it out of her. The man takes out a knife. Suddenly he lunges at me, with the knife aimed at my heart. Concentrate, Nat. Just pretend this guy's holding a basketball. I swat the knife aside with the back of my left hand. I throw a right punch at his face with all my strength. Pow! The attacker drops to the floor. Suddenly the pain registers in my brain. I drop down to a knee. I look at my right hand. Knuckles are flushed. There's a bone fragment jutting out of my hand. Damn, I broke my hand. The pain overwhelms me and I lose consciousness. In the background, I hear Heather screaming my name. Nah. I find myself looking at an unfamiliar ceiling. I look around. I'm in the hospital. I raise my right arm. My hand and wrist are in a cast. Step, step, step. I hear someone walking towards me. I turn my head. Hi, I'm Detective Fernandez. Detective should be an NYPD badge. I need to ask you some questions about what happened. Is that okay? You want to give me permission to ask you? No. Detective takes out a pad and pen. Please tell me what happened on the subway platform. Slowly describe the events that took place. Thank you for your cooperation. We need you to testify later on. We'll be keeping in touch. Detective leaves. Heather lift with my own. Time stopped, nothing else mattered. With this kiss, I finally expressed my feelings for this girl. My fears, my hesitation, my worries around our friendship all seemed something. I don't know. We were both kissing on the nurse system nearby. Sorry, but visiting hours are over. Watching heavily, Heather gets up, looks back at me and smiles. Let's continue this later. She leaves. Nurse checks my pulse and my temperature. We'll keep you here overnight for observation. Nothing comes up, we'll be released tomorrow morning. Get some rest now. I'll be in full sleep. Great, I'll take a while for the key marks to come off my face. Stupid now. I'd fallen asleep while doing emails. Stupid indeed. Look at the clock, it's now 8:22 p.m. Time for dinner. Take out a can of soup from the kitchen cabinet. Pour the contents in the pot and heat it up. You ever have beef or vegetable soup? After dinner, I went back to high school. The kiss on hospital bed was my first kiss. I'm sure it was Heather's too. Kiss obviously changed everything in our relationship. That kiss revealed our true feelings for each other. The incident on the subway platform changed my life. I couldn't write, take notes with my right hand, so it meant recording the last class lessons on tape, and then typing out the notes on the computer. Homework also had to be typed out, or it got out in school somehow. An article appeared in the Spectator, the school newspaper. When I walked into the room for the first time since listening, the class erupted in cheer and applause. I was taken back by the tension, to be honest. They even had a welcome back man on the chalkboard. Kids in school started calling me a hero, standing up to a homeless man and fighting back. I finally talked to the coach. He was very sympathetic, but the fact was that I couldn't play basketball for a few months, and he needed the spot, so I was off the team for that year. But you know what? What I had at that hospital was true. Heather's more important than basketball. If you ask me 100 times if I would make the trade-off, you get the same answer from me every time. Heather is the most important person in my life. Everything else is secondary. We fought over the silliest things, but making up always sweet afterwards. Heather wanted to go to the senior prom, with monthly payments still due for the hospital bill. I just couldn't afford it. The year before, though, for her sweet 16th birthday, I gave her a necklace. It was a pendant with a KO nag engraved in the back. I think Heather really liked it because she wore it ever since. When it came to apply for colleges, I stuck with the CNUYs. My grades are good enough for a full scholarship. I didn't want to saddle my mom with the college loans. Heather had it quite easy. Jack had been saving for her college expenses. She could afford to attend any college she got accepted to. But in the end, Heather chose to attend NYU. She wanted to be with me. Stayed in the city for her dad. I guess she wanted to keep her promise to watch over Daddy. As for me, I decided to attend Baruch. It was close to NYU, and we could commute together and continue dating. My mom died after my junior year in college. Heather didn't want to leave me alone by myself. She convinced Jack to rent an apartment near Union Square. It's a walkable distance to NYU and Baruch. She headed downtown and I headed uptown for classes. And we started living together. I obviously had some reservations about the arrangement, but Heather really wanted to do this. Jack knew I had protected her daughter in high school, so Heather was in good hands. Life after high school was rather stale and boring. Her goal in college was to learn, get good grades, and get a job. bitter, as acrid and uncomfortable to breathe in as the stench of death. Has the sun been clinging around us all this time since 9/11? Look around and see people passing by without discomfort. Have lower Manhattan residents become accustomed to this smell already? Since I've been holed up in my own little cave this week with all my windows closed, I haven't noticed this smell. I walk onto the Union Square Park. Standing in front of the park, I'm floored by what I see. Union Square Park, with its mix of all manners of denizens of lower Manhattan, has turned into a makeshift 9/11 memorial site. Everywhere I look, there are flyers, candles, banners, and missing posters. I slowly walk around looking and reading as I walk past the posters, and I offer a silent prayer for the lost. I walk past the missing posters and enter the Union Square subway station. I take a downtown 4 train. Get off at the City Hall station and enter the street. The stench here is much stronger. The air is smoky and ashy. Against my better judgment, I decide to go on. Seeing that St. Paul's Chapel area is blocked off to the pedestrians, I decide to double around Chamber Street. Everywhere I look, I'm bombarded with unbelievable remnants of destruction on 9/11. Cars are crushed and tossed like rag dolls. The Con Ed truck, with its "On It" sign, turned into scrap. A charred NYPD truck is left on the side. I walk on. I'm seeing a lot of media trucks parked along Church Street, as the area beyond is blocked off. I look up at the clouds lingering beyond the horizon. This is where the World Trade Center used to stand. I turned around and head home. I had bought some groceries on my way back. I started putting them away. Look around for a picture of Heather by herself. I fail all the pictures on display show Heather and myself. I pause and look at the picture on my desk. It's a picture of Heather and me from high school. Behind the picture on the desk is the jewelry box with Heather's engagement ring. If Heather had moved this picture, she would have found the box easily. Of course she did. Overcome with sadness, I pulled the picture to my chest and wrapped my arms around it. Oh, Heather, how can I go on without you? Teardrops fall in the picture frame. I spent the last 4 hours digging up photo albums. Can't believe how many pictures Heather took. Finally, I found a suitable picture of her. I hook up the scanner and scan the precious photo. I wait patiently for the 8x10 photo to print out. I open the door and step out into the hallway. Kneel on the floor and tape the photo of Heather next to the door. As I light a candle, I pray solemnly for her soul. Walk back into the apartment and go to bed early. My nights in bed are filled with anguish, regrets, and sorrow. Can't help but think about this over and over and over again. By oversleeping that fateful morning, I cheated death. Why was I the only survivor from my company? Was I protected by God that day? Saved from some grand scheme yet to be revealed? Oh, Heather, how I miss you so. If you were here with me in bed right now, you would listen to me talk about my problem and offer some wise counsel. It's one of the many things I loved about you. Despite a quick temper, you were level-headed and wise. I never thought that one day I'd face tomorrow without you by my side. Oh, how I regret my indecisiveness, not having the courage to propose to you sooner, and marry you and make you the happiest wife alive. I regret that until the day I die. Like last month, I started spending time out of my apartment. I resumed jogging around Union Square Park. It's been a week since I started looking for work. Last week I finally filed for unemployment benefits. And the staff that reminded me I have to be actively looking for work, so here I am, going through the job ads online and in the papers. I don't know what's more depressing, filing for unemployment or looking for work. decided to have a funeral services directly at the gravesite, and here I'm now standing among the mourners for Artie Wiseman's funeral. Since I'm not Jewish, I don't understand a word being said during this service, so I stand silently, with thoughts of Artie on my mind. After the burial, I follow the crowds of mourners and wash my hands. I leave the cemetery. I spot Luke at a table watching TV. I walked up to him. He senses my presence and turns to look at me. I gets up and shakes my hand with a firm grip. Nice to see you again, Dad. Wish it was under better circumstances. Likewise. Cough, cough. Sorry about that, Nat. I've been having this stupid cough for a while. You should take something for it. See a doctor. I did see a doctor. He doesn't know what it is. So my beard laid to the air at ground zero. Nick is a pro BNYC firefighter. Probably spent many hours there already. So make sure you wear a mask when you work there. Walked around the area that week. I remember how thick and suffocating the air is down there. Cough, cough. Yeah, I hear ya. I was coughing up some black stuff for a while. Yuck. What have you been doing lately? Not much, still looking for work. I went to the 2 job fairs at MSG back in October, but didn't land an offer, unfortunately. Not much out there because of 9/11. The national economy took a dive after the attacks. A friend of mine in San Diego emailed me this morning. I just got laid off. How are you holding up now? Lick looks at me seriously. What brought this on? Why are you asking me this? Cough, cough. Well, I've talked to some mutual friends and Jack too. No one's heard from you much since 9/11. We're all just concerned about you, Nat. Well, don't be. I'm fine. Cough, cough. Stop lying, man. I can see that you're not fine. Look, I can't imagine what it's like to lose someone like Heather. We all can see how much you're hurting right now. Maybe you should talk to someone. Cough, cough. I don't need to talk to a shrink or a counselor. I'm fine. No, you're not, and you don't realize it. You look like shit right now, Nat. You're like a half-dead zombie or something. Cough, cough. You don't talk to people. You don't go out much. You're wasting away before my eyes, man. You can't just stand here and not do something. Come on, I can make some calls for you and have you speak to someone. Can I? Cough, cough. No, just leave me alone. I can't, Nat, because I'm your friend. Not anymore, so don't do me any favors. Looks at me with a hurt expression on his face. Cough, cough. Fine, have your way. Luke leaves money for his beer and leaves the pub. The music got wacky. I want to die so badly. How should I do it? Jump off the roof? Drown in the bathtub? Overdose on pills? Today is Thursday, December 20, 2001. Just a few days before Christmas. Before I go, there are happy couples holding hands and enjoying the moment. Heather and I used to be one of those couples. Can't deal with this anymore. Whenever Christmas comes around, Heather acted like a big kid, jumping up and down and bouncing around. She couldn't contain her excitement. She loved spending time decorating the Christmas tree with nifty ornaments. It got me to help her for hours. This Christmas without Heather around, our apartment is empty. Our laughter of joy, of happiness. When I think about the way it used to be, I'm overcome with the familiar feeling of grief. I sit down in my usual corner on the floor and reminisce on my former life with Heather. Today is 100 of life after Heather. Has really been 100 days without her. I have received a bunch of invitations from friends and neighbors to spend time this holiday with them, but I rejected them all. I want to spend this holiday by myself, in this apartment, my memories of Heather. And inevitably, those memories turn into thoughts of suicide. I slowly sip my hot chocolate. Would it really be so bad to end it all? The sooner I die, the sooner I get to reunite with Heather in heaven, right? I ponder this as I continue drinking. Bang. What was that? It's a gunshot. Look around the apartment. Where did the noise come from? Next door. Stomp, 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 stomp. Quickly run up out of my apartment and ring my neighbor's doorbell. Ding dong. cops reached my floor. I heard a gunshot next door. Rang the bell and pound on door, but no one answered. There's an old gentleman living next door. Okay, stand back. We're going in. Officer expertly executes a kick on the door. Thunk. He kicks again. Crunch. The door finally gives way. Officer enters the apartment with his partner. I follow, and I regret it. Mr. Yamaskovsky was sitting on a couch in the living room. A pistol was held in his right hand. He had blown his brains out. What can you tell me about this person, and why he would kill himself? Well, the reason is rather simple. He lost his daughter on 9/11. She was his only family. Officer jots notes. So no one of kin to contact then? I shake my head. Thank you for your cooperation during the rest of the holidays. You too, sir. Take one final glance at the yellow police tape over my neighbor's door. I return to my apartment. I'm sipping another cup of hot chocolate. The last one had turned cold long ago. I'm ashamed of myself for having these suicidal thoughts. God wanted me to die. I would have showed up at work on time on 9/11. There's a reason why my alarm clock battery died that morning, and I overslept. Life is too precious to throw away like that. The way Mr. Yamaskovsky did. I need to be more patient and figure out what his plan is for me. I finish my drink. I say aloud, Merry Christmas, Heather. I retire to bed. In less than 5 minutes, we'll be saying farewell to year 2001. The violent attacks that cast a dark shadow over the nation for the rest of this year. Everything we did had to be considered under 9/11 prison. The constant threat of terrorism colored our daily lives. I, for one, long for the pre-9/11 days. I wonder when we'll go back to those days when the threat of terrorism was merely theoretical. So that's my first hope for year 2002. Return to the good old days. My second hope is to have Heather's body correct from ground zero, so that we could give her a proper burial. My third wish is to receive Blick's forgiveness and renew our long-time friendship. I was wrong that day in the pub. I see that now. My fourth wish is to finally land a job before unemployment benefits run out. My final wish is to regain my own self, not that everyone knew before 9/11. 5 wishes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year's. Here's my wine glass. Take a small sip of champagne. My job search is still fruitless. I actually managed to land an interview or two. No callbacks. How depressing. Shake my head. Think positive, Nat. The battle has just begun. I search another online job site. Ring, ring. Pick up the phone. Hello, may I speak to Nathan Levy, please? Speaking. This is John McCaffrey, Nick's father. My son died this morning. I'm at a loss for words. How did this happen? I didn't report for work at the station house. Some coworkers went to Lick's apartment to check on him. They found him in his bed. He died in his sleep. I requested an autopsy. Found out why he died next week. I'm sorry, Mr. McCaffrey. You have my condolences. Me too. I'll let you know when he finalizes funeral arrangements. Thank you. I hang up the phone. Slump back into my chair. I can't believe it. Lick has died. Lick was a big, healthy kid. Like he was in good enough shape to be an NYC firefighter. Why did he die so young? I think back to my last encounter with him last November. He was coughing the entire time we talked at the pub. He was more concerned about my well-being than his own health. I said some pretty harsh things that day. I never apologized for it. Now I'll never get the chance to. Damn. I show up at the funeral home in Queens, stand in the back and listen during Lick's funeral service. I quietly slip out after the last speaker finishes speaking. I foolishly broke off my friendship with Lick. We are no longer friends. I don't have the right to speak to his family, but they'll know I was there. I wrote in the guest book, Rip Lick, foolish Nat. I head for the subway station. Head to the train station. Take the Metro North. I get off at the Riverdale station. Walk to the Wiseman family's residence. I call Elizabeth's mother and know I'm coming over. was kind, thoughtful, honest, feisty, and beautiful. We've known each other since we were kids. She's always the one watching my back. One time, back in intermediate school, I was fouled hard while playing basketball. She put Flexol on my back, and the nurse had to leave the office. And the thing I remember the most was how gentle she was. Up until then, I always saw her as a tomboy. But that day in the nurse's office showed a different side to Heather. Heather was always there for me. I'm thankful to be a part of her life. My only regret was not marrying this wonderful woman. See, I was planning to propose to her the Friday of the week of 9/11. Fate wasn't very kind to me, and I lost the woman I loved on 9/11. I take out the engagement ring. I didn't give her this ring. I've outlived this regret for the rest of my life. If you take anything off today's service, is this: don't hesitate. You get to live your life only once. Don't hesitate if the right person enters your life. Enjoy life, live it to the fullest without regret. Thank you. Trying to give Jack Collins his dad a hug. I stand to the side and listen to the praise and tributes for Heather. I watch as Heather's casket is lowered into the earth. I had left the engagement ring inside, a piece of DNA remaining of Heather. With the shovels poured earth over her casket, I pray silently. I pray that I will see Heather again in heaven. There will be 2 sets of 44x on searchlights point upwards and range to create the illusion of 2 towers. The sky will be clear next week. Look up at the fast-moving clouds in the sky. Looks like tomorrow will be a beautiful day. Perfect day for all planned 6 months anniversary ceremonies around the city. Thank God for small favors. I decided not to attend any of these events. I think my dad would be better spent in solitude. My day. I think about all the people at Ground Zero who died on 9/11. Over these past 6 months, I wondered why I was spared. Was it mere luck that my alarm clock's battery ran out and I overslept that morning? Or was it a generous act of God? Inevitably, my thoughts turned to my beloved Heather. Knock out, Heather. Say it loud and chuckle. Feel the weight of her necklace in my shirt pocket. Take it out and raise it above my head, watching the necklace sparkle against the rays of sunshine. Can't help but remember Heather's dazzling smile. Took my breath away. For a moment, I feel pangs of despair at the loss of my true love. Close my eyes, take a deep breath, and exhale slowly. Head back downstairs with renewed faith and confidence in my future. After sunset, I climb up on the rooftop. A cool breeze gently caresses my face. Look up and stare at the sky. Survivors of 9/11, we have a duty to honor the dead by keeping the memories of their lives in our hearts, by rebuilding our World Trade Center. With that thought, I head back downstairs, leaving behind the miracle in the sky. The end. Director Anthony Puppy hours and 15 minutes to finish. Well, guys, I had to quiet out the second half because it was getting late and I didn't want to wake people. So, if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit the like button. I can definitely say, as someone who didn't live through 9/11, this game has definitely given me a newfound respect, not only for those who had to deal with 9/11, but for just life in general. It was a great game. I mean, I'd say I'd recommend playing it, but since you've already watched the whole video, since you're seeing this end message, I really can't think you're sticking around. Nobody really watches any of my videos for 2 hours, 18 minutes, except for one person. So, thank you. And make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to help support my dream of becoming a great YouTuber one day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Great game, really.